wasn't until I started digging in for this podcast that I was like, there's more to the story than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. You've got a real cool thing in your own backyard here.
I do.
This is your Shag Harbor incident.
It is my Shag Harbor. See, you had something close to you, Nick. I've got something close to me.
Yeah. Not a coincidence. This is something that caused all this.
Not a coincidence. Correct. We've both been abducted, Nick.
Maybe. That's why we need those hypnotists we talked about before.
We need them doggone hypnotists to come on this podcast.
That's right. Deep dive into our scary minds.
That's a fact. But I thought it was interesting. They all go out. Now, the most credible case is obviously Toby's so far. His was the only car that was stopped in this entire thing.
Yeah.
Now, I did not add this audio file in because they talked on an external different radio that was not recorded.
Right.
There's some things they left off of this channel, and there's some things that he described it as being the size of one football field.
That's pretty darn big. That's what I was imagining at this point. Yeah.
100 yards.
Something like that, no matter how high it up, just couldn't be silent. It's definitely not a blimp. It's not a balloon.
No. Think about it. If it's 100 yards, it's what, 3 feet to a yard, right?
Yeah.
So that's 300 feet in circumference. He described it as a disc. A disc that would be 300 feet in diameter.
Just looking that up. Hold on 1 second.
I think it's 3 feet to a yard.
You are correct. I was just making sure because I know people would get on us about that if it wasn't.
They would too.
Yeah.
Just I talked to him about the moon. You'll figure out real quick when we're in that gray area. But so it's 300 foot around, and it's only 50 feet off the ground.
Yeah, this is
so 50 feet off the ground, 300 feet across. So these lights are so bright, and it's dark. So think about it. It's dark outside. It's that big. It's going to be hard to see this. The only thing that's illuminated is underneath it.
I sure wouldn't want this thing passing over me just in case it broke down or something. That wouldn't be good.
Oh, yeah. It would not be good.
No, that's
But it's fascinating to me. Oh, yeah. I mean, this would be so scary. If you're Toby, I don't know how you don't freak out. I would have freaked out.
I bet he was. I bet he was a little bit.
I mean, if he wasn't, he's a doggone superstar.
If I was out on my own and my car died, I'd freak out anyway, even if I didn't see anything.
It's funny that you say that because we're going to hear someone freak out in the next segment.
Oh, now it's getting real. Now it's less of a novelty. This is going to be serious.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is probably, once I did research, my favorite UFO story, just from the standpoint of I'm hearing people as they're progressing.
Right. It sounds very authentic.
Like their entire mindset.
From these voices. That's what I'm getting, authenticity from these voices.
I think it's this one or there's only 8 clips, so I think it's the next one.
Okay.
You're going to hear 2 officers arguing, one inside the building and one out in the field. And you can tell they're not about it. Like they're getting ticked off that no one's listening to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is taking we go from skepticism to there's something there. We don't know what it is to now someone's like that was a circular UFO that just shut my cruiser off.
See, this is the progression I was afraid of because this is where it starts to get scary. Like this is how, and I know I'm going a little too far on this, but this is how an invasion would start.
Oh yeah. 1,000%.
Yeah, like it would start with a little joking, a little amusement, a little apprehension, then it's going to get fear and not good.
Like M. Night Shyamalan in the movie Signs.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about the escalation of that.
Yeah, I got to watch that.
It went to, there's these things. I do too. Yeah. I want to watch that so bad. I just watched all of Stranger Things because of our podcast on shoot. Why can't I think of it?
The Stranger Things one, we'll call it.
Yeah. Montauk.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Montauk Project. So now I need something else to watch. I need to go back and watch Signs.
Yeah. This isn't, well, I guess this is tangentially related to what we do, but you could watch Monarch, Legacy of Monsters.
I don't know what that is.
It's all about how the effect of Godzilla's attack had on people. It's a TV show, and they're looking to find out where these things come from. Yeah, it's fun. It's not realistic, but it's fun.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this. I did find one, I don't know who it was, one company that did a reenactment of this exact. It was like a show from like 1990s.
Right.
The audio was bad. The acting was okay, but it had the original person. It had Royanne and it had Toby in their reenactment. They reenacted it.
That's cool.
For the show. Yeah, I'll send that to you guys. Maybe I'll put that in our description down below too. If you're not watching us on YouTube, that's where I put some of the good stuff.
Yeah, that's where the best stuff is.
It kind of
is. That's our big deal.
The pictures and stuff is usually there. But in the description on the YouTube machine, I will put those two videos. The one to the audio file for the police department, all 50 minutes of it. And then I'll also put whatever that channel is that had that show that had like a cool narrator voice. But it was a cool reenactment. It dove into some stuff that actually I got one of the pieces of information for our podcast from that video. I went back and retyped something that I didn't know that I couldn't find.
Oh, okay.
And it was based on something that one of them said that I could not find in the audio files. I think it was on the alternate channel that wasn't recorded.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be good to have also.
I think it's in this. Yeah, 7 is kind of where we're getting into the nitty gritty, and then 8 just kind of closes it all out.
Okay.
So this is a one-parter. You guys are welcome.
Something's gonna happen. We're gonna talk for like another 2 hours on this somehow. We don't ever do single-parters anymore.
We don't. Listen, I wrote everything out so I'd stay focused.
You did.
We'll have more one-parters if I stay focused.
Yeah, we got laser focus this time. So this is a gift to all you people who don't want two-parters. I love them. I love two-parters.
This is doggone one-parter. I mean, listen, I enjoy them too because I get 3 hours of something versus an hour and a half.
Right.
You know
obviously we must love them because that's all we put out except for this episode. So
I know this is one of those rare episodes where we did not.
From us to
you. Do you want to hear kind of? Yeah, it's a gift.
It's a gift.
Pre-Christmas.
There you go.
Do you want to hear one of the last audio segments that kind of breaks down? The best way I can put it is skepticism that gets annoyed as well as some other things seen by police.
Well, I might as well listen to more because I'm going to have nightmares tonight anyway. So let's go all in for a penny, in for a pound, right?
Radio communications were abuzz with officers reporting their encounters with the unidentifiable object, each account as bewildered as the last, offering no clear answers.
Because it's still south of me, southeast of Old 82. Okay. Yeah. The bird is almost over the tracks now. It's hovered now. I see it now too. Okay, it looks like it's flickering more now, and it looks like it's running a little east of me now. I'm heading east on Old 82 from the center. Okay, I got a pretty good view over here. Something flickering and maybe a couple trees or clouds from my location, but I'm running dead east on it, parallel, and it's just slightly north of it. 10-4. We have multiple departments right now that have sightings on it. Okay, I got them both. I'm in the area of the county home. I got Howland, looks like it's in the area of Warren Road, and I got Liberties, it looks like it's down near Hubbard. 10-4. If you see it any closer and can identify it, let us know. Affirmative. Go ahead.
It's in Brookfield now.
998 to radio.
998.
Okay, we could see it from 62. A large light. I don't know if it's changing color. I can see red in it. It just seems to be hovering right now.
That's fine.
I can see an upper structure off the main point of the lighting. Yeah, right. It almost looks like a little parachute hanging from it. Right, yeah.
Inside the police station, skepticism grew among those listening in.
I can see them from Warner Road. They're sitting stationary. I got 3 of them. One is over, well, there, and then there's 2 kind of close together. What do they look like? Well, I'd like to say that they're just like flickering stars, except I've got 4 discernible colors. I got red, yellow, green, and blue.